Hey y'all, it's Shelly. This is my craft room video finally. I'm standing at the door and I have to hold my camera because I'm going to be showing you around the room. I will try to not be so shaky. So we are standing at the door, the entryway to my room. Here to the right is a closet space and I will show you all of that. To the left is my desk. Looks pretty junky from here. But those are all the things that I want near me for when I craft. And then over there you have a Alex drawer unit. Then you have three Billy bookcases from IKEA as well. Or I don't think I told you. All my furniture is from IKEA. That is my view outside into the beautiful treetops that we live in. Our house is a pole home and we live near the beach, and so we basically live up in the trees and we call our house the tree house. And then there you can also see out the window. So then circling around back to the door. This is 4 IKEA Kallax bookcases. I did that for ease of changing my layout later and carrying them up and down our driveway and our stairs. So just starting over here, I'm a huge college football fan. I got this from my husband for my birthday and added it to my beautiful craft room. Sometimes I come in here and I think, man, it just feels junky. The room is a little bit smaller than what I had planned because we lived in another house when I first came to Australia. This room was an absolute mess. I will show you the photos of it. I'll try to add them into this video. So going just across here, you can see my beautiful Damon project back there is from Monica, who is scrapping for my boys. I have 3 little drawer units up there, and honestly I can't even tell you what's in them right now because that is something that I have not used a lot. That's why my Giddy Up sign is still sitting there. The blue Mustangs here, where am I? On the ends are something that my brother bought for me. And then there's my wedding bouquet that I made. And then I have a big owl stuffed elephant up there as well. And then just a couple of other little things. That milk glass was my grandmother's, and I brought some of that milk glass over with me. And some of this storage is going to change. These were baskets that I had bought for just home storage and when I got here. And now, since we've moved, everything has changed around. We have more counter space, we have more cabinet space, so I was able to bring some in the craft room. But this has all my tool and larger trims in it. This is all 6x6 paper pads here. And then I just have some extra, space in there. So I have a little album in there. And then this next cube has 8x8 paper. As you can see, that's buttons. There's some foam brushes in one of these. And then there's some acrylic paints. This is all doilies, paper, and handmade. This big box is all of my glass bling, and then I have just some magazines that I've held on to do some art journaling. This little birdie my friend Kelly bought me back home. This is all die cuts, more 6x6 paper, and I even have some that's kind of flowing out, and then another album. All of this is swap items that I have not decided where I'm going to display. I had the idea of a shelf going around the top of the room, but I did put one up and then didn't like the rest. So, or didn't want it, you know, throughout the rest of the room. And then behind that, I have all of my wood pieces, like these little wood embellishments. So I have all of those there. This little doll is from my childhood. And then I have these little baskets. This is journal cards up here. This is self-adhesive bling that is black and silver. And this is printed chipboard down here. Now I brought all of these boxes over with me with my stuff in them already. So it came in real handy doing it that way. And then here I have more journal cards and large bling that wouldn't fit in these boxes, the self-adhesive. Okay, and then over here I have journal cards again, clear and pearl colored clear and pearl self-adhesive bling, and then colored self-adhesive bling. And then I have 3 more of these gray binders with die cuts and rub-ons, and this one's empty. This is also from my childhood. This was my little lolly doll that I used to call it. Now this solution right here is not the best, because this is all of my alphabet stickers, my thickers and everything. And then behind it is my 8.5 by 11 paper. So that's definitely got to change. It's working for now. This room is actually going to get an extension, so it will be larger. But I also had a couple of more drawer units that I wanted to buy, but was afraid to put more in the room. I was afraid that it was going to crowd it too much, and I think I have just the right amount of furniture in here the size the room is. Okay, so down here we have this is a photo album that was given to me to add my wedding photos to. This is a book about Australia, and this is kind of just a coffee table book about art. These are like miscellaneous flowers where I've opened a pack, or, you know, just have 1 or 2 of them left here in this basket. And then this is mixed embellishment kits. You know how you get the Bo Bunny kits that have buttons and ribbons and clips and all that in it? That's what's in this box. So I have 2 boxes with those in it. And then this bottom row, I have the slide in and out baskets, and these are the flower packs. I'm not going to pull that one out because it's packed full. Moving over to the next row, this is more journal cards. Those are Zentangle books and coloring books and my student Bible, which is my favorite. Molds in both of these. These are mat stacks, you know, like the 4x6 where they're already cut for you to just put the 4x6 photo on. This is a wax seal kit in here, and this is the clay and tools for making polymer clay items and, you know, using in the molds. This is just some miscellaneous stuff like my game day book. These are actually some paints that came in a box. A book of poetry. My Tim Holtz Compendium of Curiosities, Volume 1 and 2. And then over here, what is that? That's just like index cards and things like that. Printer paper, and then like specialty papers that are 12 by 12. These are all sequins and napkins. This bottom row, this is all cards and envelopes. This is all stencils that is in a big mess right now. And this is bare chipboard. And all of these are full. Okay, so trying not to make you too sick. Now, I'm not going to open all of these boxes up. just going to tell you what's in there because there's a couple of them that are empty. There's two here that are, two of these are empty. And then one of them has just like miscellaneous stuff in it. This box up here is a big, or a box of the big metal pieces that are too small to fit in the other boxes that I have my metal stored in. These are liquid adhesives. That is not wanting to focus. Is a basket that I got a plant in, and I've just been using it to put little bags and things that I have collected in it. And then these two boxes came from IKEA, and I would not recommend these boxes. They are not sturdy at all. I think I would get this type over here before I would get this cardboard kind. They are already ripping apart. And there's mediums in one of these boxes, and then one has bottles and jars to alter. So that side. Oh, and then let me just show you a close-up of Damon there. Yes. Okay, and then over here, this is a, my friend Dawn made this for me. And it's a little steampunky frame. And of course my little dog Bone, my Dalmatian dog Sparky. And this is the cord to my lights. I hate that it's showing, but I want to paint over this. I just haven't got around to it. These are all of my family photos and things from back home. One of my friends bought me that little frog. I don't even know if you can tell what it is. This is my dog Honey that has since passed. This was my grandmother's. My nephew gave me this penguin before I left. That's my mom and my dad and my brother and my nephew. Okay, and then this whole shelf is stamps. Stamps and stamps. Stamps and stamps. So those rolls were easy. Okay, now these are some more wood items in these cases. I brought my Copic markers over in these, but I've since taken them out and made my own storage unit. I also brought these over with my items packed in them. It's resin. One of them says washi and one of them says transparencies, but I've actually moved those. But for the most part, all of this storage is resin pieces that I have either made, or they're like the Prima resins and are, you know, ones that you can buy. Stamps are in the window ledge at the moment. I want to get one of those picture rails to put them on. This S cup, one of my friends bought me. This, not sure if you can even see it. You can see it better there. This was on our cake for the wedding, the topper, the cake topper. This was the first thing my cousin ever bought for me, was a Dalmatian dog. My friend Kelly bought me that before I left. My husband bought me this before he was my husband, and it was, you know, a boomerang always comes back. And when he left the first time to come back to Australia, he gave me the boomerang and said, you know, I'll always come back. And he came back to get me for good the last time. Then this is just a candle holder from one of my friends. These little seals, the mom and the baby, was my grandmother's. This little dish was also my grandmother's. Over here you have my my Big Shot. It was leaving me. And I'm gonna stop right here and start this next video because I'm almost at 15 minutes and it'll take forever to upload. So stay tuned.